Eugene. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks offense will have the football first. These guys have a pass-catch combination as good as any in the country. David, they always seem to be in sync.
Yeah, if that guy out wide is covered, he's open. And if you got a great quarterback like this, too, it just all works hand in hand. He's looking for him. He's going to force feed him. He's got that kind of arm talent. So a duo that is really hard to stop.
Yeah, and I think what's special about these two is obviously the quarterback has great arm strength, and this receiver can run routes and catch the ball, but their chemistry is just remarkable. It always seems like when there's a big play to be had, the QB is looking for his go-to guy on the outside, and nobody can stop them. These guys have put in the work together all offseason, and it's showing up on game day.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it, it's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass.
Going for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Second and long here. Throwing more. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the second and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out wide right, it's Moore. Across the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark him right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dante Moore. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Bruins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this team is undefeated for a lot of reasons, but David, I think one of the biggest, if not the biggest, is because of the play their defensive line. On defense, they create negative plays. They get sacks, they get TFLs. Third downs are a problem because it's third in California, and they get takeaways. When you can pressure a quarterback, you force bad decisions. Their disruption up front, that's been monumental for them.
It's been great, so you just got a lot of confidence in this offense, man. They're excited, let me tell you, because what are they going to do to try to combat that? How do they slow the rush? How do they get the run game going so these guys can't just pin their ears back and get to the quarterback? Tremendous challenge for this offense today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now, Iamaleava turns it upfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Continues to fight for yards. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he... Contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Hits inside, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Trying to make one miss. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking left. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Escapes trouble. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand
runs through a man, he might have space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Right side, it's Davison. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quick give. It's Davison. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's past the 30. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Imaleava on the play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Give to the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Imaleava. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Look out! Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Bruins sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Cuts it upfield. It's Knight. He's there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCLA. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's more to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing, when they bring pressure.
Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for him.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Knight. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Making the adjustment. Running inside. It's Hill. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Moore, play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick,
hits the afterburners, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Morgan. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, it's Knight.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. Find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Iamaleava looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the left. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throws it off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing more. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd and long here. They'll go play action with Moore. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd It's a passing situation. The defense knows it. They do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Bob Chesney at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Iamaleava. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to get started. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Breaks the tackle. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dante Moore. Still on his feet. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Stewart. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Moore, play action. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Moore will throw. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing, Imaliama. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Making his first move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Hits inside. It's Hill. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Here's Moore to throw. The screen, and watch out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore with the play fake. They're all over him. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Davison. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. False start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Turns it upfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Finds his target down the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out wide right, it's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Iamaleava. Got there right as the ball did. Jarring it loose. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet at the 45. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass. Everybody playing pass. But it's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays. And that's why they've built the lead here today.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
RPO complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. Throwing more. Going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Right side, it's Moore. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Runs through a tackle. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Play action. Iamaleava finds his big tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Good timing on the quick out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Got it. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one. This quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Fires to the big fella.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on fourth down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now on first down from the 28. Right back to the well. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And the RPO got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Out wide right, it's Hooks. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Gets the back moving. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes the grab. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide left, it's Knight. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Iamaleava to the air again. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Quick give. It's Davison. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dante Moore. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Iamaleava rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Iamaleava. Quick catch. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's open.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Going to try to get it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Got his man. He is stopped short of the line of the game. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.